bulletin. Well, it's a major setback for the DMK government. The division bench has upheld the single judge's order terming the lighting of Deepam a common practice. In fact, the court has said that fears of public disturbance were imaginary, even warned against manufactured fears, and ruled that the lamp must be lit at the Deepathun as was allowed. But with that, we have more breaking news which is coming in. The Deepam verdict that we are speaking of, the order copy has been accessed here on Times Now, and it calls for the state's fear over Deepam lighting as ridiculous. That there was no such fear, that it was all fear-mongering, which perhaps had a larger reason to it. Let me go across to Pratibha, who's joining us with more details on this. Pratibha, tell us, what exactly does the order copy say?
Every single point that had been raised by the DMK government has been taken down by the court. It has in fact pulled up the DMK government in this order copy accessed by our colleague Dharini. Here is what the court has found. It says, we find that the apprehension expressed by the district administration regarding probability of disturbance to the public peace is nothing but an imaginary ghost that has been created by them for their convenience sake and to put one community against the other community. So the charge that the DMK had been making, that this will be bringing in this will bring a lot of problems within the communities and will disturb the peace between communities here. This court order going on to say that it has been conveniently brought in by the government to pit one community against the other, going on to say that there is nothing wrong in actually lighting this Deepam here. That is what it goes on to say. It says the apprehensions are absolutely wrong, and it says that the probability of disturbance to the public peace is nothing but an imaginary ghost that has been created by them for their convenience sake. And it goes on to say that projecting as if such congregation will cause disturbance to peace, stampede, disharmony among community, etc., is either exposure of their incapacity to maintain law and order or hesitant to bring harmony among the communities. That's a big observation that has come in from the court, Meghna.
Absolutely. In fact, let me go across to Dharini. Dharini, this entire story has two aspects to it. One, of course, is how many have said that finally Astha has been upheld and it is not going to be shackled anymore, but also that the ruling dispensation in Tamil Nadu, the DMK, its alliance partners and the centre, the Congress and others, wanted a judge to be impeached for his judgment. Now it has been upheld by a higher judge. So the impeachment lobby too today has been snubbed.
Well, the India bloc, especially the ruling DMK in Tamil Nadu, they've been telling that Justice G.R. Swaminathan is not unbiased in his judgments. His ideology is towards the left, and he is orienting himself towards the, towards the right. He is orienting himself towards the right ideology, and his judgments are not unbiased, is the allegation that came in from the India bloc. In fact, 120 MPs from the opposition parties, they signed an impeachment notice, and this impeachment notice was submitted to Speaker Om Birla in December 2025. So the MPs who signed these impeachment notices, they're from various political parties, from the DMK, from the Congress, MDMK, VCK, the Indian Union Muslim League and other parties, the Samajwadi Party including. So they all signed an impeachment notice against Justice G.R. Swaminathan, and this was submitted to Speaker Om Birla. Speaker Om Birla is yet to form a committee to inquire into this impeachment notice. But meanwhile, here in the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court, what we are looking at is a division bench comprising of Justice Ajit Jayachandran and K.K. Ramakrishnan. They've upheld the single judge order by Justice G.R. Swaminathan. They've told that the apprehensions over law and order by the state government is completely imaginary, and these apprehensions cannot be cited as a reason to prevent the Hindu groups, to prevent the devotees from exercising their right, is what the court has very categorically said. So definitely the division bench here in the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court, they are completely upholding the previous single judge order by Justice G.R. Swaminathan. They are finding no fault with that order. So now this brings us to the bigger question, whether the DMK's allegation or the India bloc's allegation on Justice G.R. Swaminathan, calling him an RSS man, calling him a BJP man, and calling him a biased individual, whether this holds any weightage from now on is the bigger question that we are raising at this point. Only the DMK and the India bloc partners, they will be able to answer this question.
Well, in fact, Dharini, do stay on with us, because as the court has made this verdict, the petitioner says that they are very happy with the verdict, that finally their astha, their devotion is now going to end in a fruition. Watch this.
ரொம்ப மகிழ்ச்சியா இருக்கு. முருகனுக்கு வெற்றி, முருகனுக்கு வெற்றி, முருகனுக்கு வெற்றி.
இப்போ டெம்பிள் தேவஸ்தானம் வந்துட்டு தீபயத்துல
மத்திய தொல்லியல் துறையுடைய ஒப்புதலோடும் அவங்களுடைய ஒத்துழைப்போடு பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லிருக்காங்க. சில கைடன்ஸ் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. முழுமையான நீதிமன்றத்துடைய தீர்ப்புகளை கிடைக்கல. பட் முருகனுக்கு சாதகமான தீர்ப்பு வந்திருக்கு. வரவேற்கிறோம் நாங்க.
ஆல்சோ ஸ்டேட் கவர்மெண்ட் வந்து லா அண்ட் ஆர்டர் காரணம் காட்ட முடியாதுன்னு சொல்லிருக்காங்க.
நான் முழுமையா படிக்கல. எல்லாம் முருகனுக்கு வெற்றி. நான் முழுமையா பேசுறேன். உண்மைதான், நீங்க சொன்னது உண்மைதான். சட்டம் ஒழுங்கா காரணமா காமிக்க முடியாது சொல்றாங்க, உண்மைதான். நான் முழுமையா உங்ககிட்ட பேசுறேன். தேங்க்யூ. எல்லா
That is the first reaction of the petitioner, Mr. Rama Ravikumar. He is the main petitioner in this case, and he says that this is a victory for Lord Muruga. This is a victory for all the Murugan devotees. And we will light the holy lamp on the Deepathoon. We will light the Kartikeya Deepam on the Deepathoon, is what Rama Ravikumar, the main petitioner in this case, is telling us.
Well, let me go back across to Dharini. Dharini, I'm going to read out for the benefit of our viewers one of the observations which had been made during the order. It says that it is ridiculous and hard to believe that the fear of mighty state by allowing representatives of Devasthanam to light a lamp in a particular day in a year will cause disturbance to public peace. It may happen only if the disturbance is sponsored by the state itself. We pray no state should stoop to the level to achieve their political agenda. This is as hard and as clear as it gets. A whip coming in for the DMK government, for the DMK.
Well, definitely the court has made some very harsh remarks towards the DMK government. The court has told that apprehensions over law and order that cannot be cited as a reason by the state government to block the Hindu groups, to block the devotees from lighting the Kartikeya Deepam on the Deepathoon. And as you were reading out the particular portion from the judgment copy, it is very clear the court is not buying the arguments of the state government. The court is not buying the arguments of the state government in connection with law and order apprehensions. The court says that it is the duty of the state government to preserve law and order. It is the duty of the state government to maintain law and order. It is your sole duty. So you cannot, brush off your duty, and you cannot cite apprehensions over law and order as a key reason to stop the devotees from exercising their right, is the remark coming in from the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court. So, very clearly we can see that the arguments of the state government in this case have, fallen flat. The Madras High Court is not buying it. The Madras High Court is standing more with the petitioner. The court says that, as a responsible state government, as a secular state government, the DMK government should have stood with the devotees of Lord Muruga. The state government should have ensured that there is nothing wrong happening in the law and order maintenance, and that they should have ensured that the rights of the Hindu devotees are preserved and they are met. But instead of doing that, the state government cannot cite law and order apprehensions as a reason to deprive the Hindu groups of their right, is what the court has very clearly stated.
Well, yes, scathing criticism there coming in of the state government, saying that there will be no violation of peace unless violence is sponsored by the state government. And the court also said, we hope that the state government will not stoop to their level for political agendas. Thank you so much, Dharini, for accessing the order copy, getting us